All right, welcome back to Texelated Isolated with Technology. And today we're going to check out the Wireless Pro Compact Wireless Microphone System by Rode. All right, so it's finally arrived. I got mine a little later than everybody else. I'm in Canada. What can I do about it? All right, so here it is. The Rode Wireless Pro Compact Wireless Microphone System. I've been waiting for this since it was announced. I think this is the ultimate wireless microphone package on the market right now, considering everything that's in the package, which I'll go through right now. Let's see, on the front, as you can see here, comes with the receiver, the two transmitters. It's saying Rode Series 4 wireless, 32-bit float, and timecode sync. On this side, it says 2 lavaliers included. Works with cameras and smartphones, and just shows you a picture of what's going on. On the back, it just basically tells you everything in a list of what's in the box, which we're going to check out right now. So let's get this thing open. I'm excited. Yeah, not the easiest thing in the world. I'll get there, I promise. All right, so upon opening the box, you're greeted with 2 cases. One looks like it's the actual receivers and mics, and the other is something. Okay, so these are the accessories. So it looks like you have the metal clips to attach the magnet, which I believe is a very strong neodymium magnet. So you get 2 of those. They're very strong magnets. All right, so underneath that, you get a safety guide. You get a microfiber cloth, I guess, to wipe down the screens. This is what you chuck. Look like you get some foam wind muffs for the lavaliers and some colored clips to identify which lavalier you're using. And the amazing thing about this package is it's giving you not 1 but 2 lavaliers. I believe they're priced at over $100 here in Canada, that's for sure. I'm not sure of the price, but I'll put it on the screen. But these are very high quality locking lavaliers, and they give you 2 of them. Pretty impressive. So you get a whole bunch of wind muffs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wind muffs. Now that's pretty good, considering you may lose one, you may misplace one, so you got a couple going on there. All right, so what else we have in the package? We have a USB-C to USB-C cable. We have an iPhone connection to a USB-C cable. I don't use iPhone, so I'm not sure what that connection is called. And then we have the 3.5 millimeter jacks to connect from the receiver to your camera or your phone, but most phones don't have that connection anymore. It's usually USB-C now. All right, so that's everything that was in the accessories. Looks like you get also a 5 gigabit 60 watt USB-C to USB-C cable. This I assume is to transfer data from the case to your computer. And now the final box. It says Wireless Pro on the top. It has a button on the back. Looks like a battery indicator and a USB-C connection. So as we unzipper the case, we are greeted with 3 units. Let's pull out this one. This one is the TX, meaning the transmitter. Looks like it's auto powering up already. Take out the other one. This one is another transmitter powering up. and this would be the receiver. Right. So as you can see inside the case, it's kind of lined with nice soft material. It's pretty quality. It's very sturdy, very strong. I wouldn't fear if I had dropped these mics with this case. Nothing would happen. Definitely, it's a very hard case. This case, by the way, comes with a 4200 milliamp battery, and it's good to charge these units twice. So you could charge all these devices twice to full, which is very cool and a much needed feature. All right, so as we take off the case on that, you see the high quality screen. Got two buttons at the bottom for navigation. Got the road button there, usually for power. You got the earphone jack there to monitor. Got the USB-C cable for data transfer. All right, and this is one of the transmitters. All right, so it's basically the same thing. Got the locking 3.5 millimeter connector, your microphone, your power button, and a road button. So this light here indicates how much battery you have left. Changes colors to tell you what status your battery is. This tells you it's connected to the receiver. And this tells you when it's recording. When it lights red, you're in record mode. All right, same thing with this one. This is just a second one. Nothing changed. See the clip here. This is where you would put the metal clip that came. Let's take a look. All right, so as you can see, the clip goes on fairly easy. And you would use this to attach to your clothing, under a t-shirt, under a blazer jacket, under a blouse. You get the picture. All right, so here's the lavalier again. So we're gonna just show you the way it connects using the locking connector. So you just screw the top in like this. And the benefit of this is when you have this on your subject or your talent, it will not come out accidentally, rendering your video useless because you have no audio. All right, so this unit has about 32 gigs of internal memory, which is amazing. It has a SPL of 123.5. And that number I feel is very important because the Rode Wireless Go 2s had an SPL of 100. And that's where a lot of the microphone issues were coming from. People were peaking their microphones, basically overloading the circuitry inside their Rode Wireless 2. And on top of that, the Rode Wireless Pros have a system called Gain Assist. So that basically controls the input volume coming into the microphone for you. So you no longer need to worry about where your gain is set. I'll test it out a little later and we'll see how good it is. These Wireless Pros also have a range of 260 meters. That's much more than the previous versions. I don't usually do range tests because you can find a million of those tests online. So I won't be doing range tests, of course. Being locked in the isolation chamber, I don't get out much. So that's it, the Rode Wireless Pro. So what I'm gonna do now is get on the software, show you how I'm going to program these devices for my use case. And then we're gonna do some audio samples. All right, stay tuned. All right, so now I'm gonna connect the case to my PC using the included cable, the 5 gigabit 60 watt cable that came with the package, and gonna plug it into the side of my PC. Okay, so just a note, make sure your Rode Central software is updated to the latest version. or else your devices will not get recognized. So I had to update my software because at first my devices were not showing up here. So once I've updated the Rode Central software, everything was fixed. Then it asked for firmware updates for each device, and I proceeded to update each device. So now they're all up to date. Everything is good to go. All right, so let's take a look at the receiver. Let's see what we have here. I want the recording to be split between receivers so that if I have two people, I want one track on the left and one track on the right. If it's merged, that means transmitter 1 and 2's audio will be coming through the same audio file, which I don't want, in case I need to adjust one's volume or one's bass, treble, whatever. I'm not using a safety track. I don't think it's necessary with the fact that I'm going to have 32-bit float. I have an SPL of 123.5, and I have the gain assist. With all three of those, I think I'm going to be golden. So I'm going to go with split. I'm going to apply. All right, so here I'm going to set it to Sony. I'm going to look for the ZV-E10. Next, from everything I researched, the documents are going to tell you to set it to 1. And so I'm going to set it maybe somewhere to 3 or 4. And I'm going to run some tests to make sure. So that's it. The ZV-E10 is set. Dim backlight, auto. You could set the Rode button on the bottom to do a marker or to record. And that will record. That would set all devices to record. I'm going to set it to marker because I'm going to set each individual device to automatically record once I pull it out the case. So we'll get to that in a minute. Timecode. I'm not really going to be covering timecode. I need to research timecode. I need to be a little bit more versed in timecode. So I'm going to skip over that for now. Clock, diagnostics, firmware, everything is up to date. All right. Mind you, I'm doing this all out of the case. So each individual device is being detected throughout the case. So I don't need to connect each one individually. So let's go to the first transmitter. We're going to click on this little gear here. All right, so gain assist is set to auto. So it doesn't show anything here. You can mute it by hitting the Rode button. I'm going to do none. I don't want any accidental button presses. So I'm going to go 0 there. I'm going to go none here. LEDs bright, dim, bright. So LEDs bright or dim, I'm going to go with bright. The recording, always. So that's when I pull it out of the case, it'll start to record. All right, dropout markers, clock, diagnostic firmware. All right, so now I'm going to go to the second one. Hit the little gear. Gain assist auto. Mute button, none. LED bright, record, always. Everything else will stay the same. All right, so that covers everything about how I'm going to set up my devices. I'm going to do some tests now with the actual devices. I'm going to connect it to the lav and let you guys hear how it sounds. All right, I'll be back in a bit. All right, so now we have everything up to date. All the softwares are good. All the firmware is good. Now we're going to do some audio tests. All right, so I'm going to just pull out the first one here. So as you can see, as I pulled it out, it's automatically recording by the red indicator. I have the gain assist set to automatic. It's recording 32-bit float. All right, so now I'm going to just connect it to my shirt. And we're going to see how it sounds. All right, test 1 2, test 1 2. This is a test of the Rode Wireless Pro. I'm testing the Rode Wireless Pro. It is connected to my shirt using the magnetic clip. I am not using the lavalier. This is a test of the Rode Wireless Pro. So that was a test with the Rode Wireless Pro. So now I am going to connect the included lavalier and run a test with that and see how it sounds. Comes with a strangulation warning, as this cable is made or contains Kevlar. So be careful of that when you are handling this cable or have it around children. All right, so now I'm gonna connect the lavalier to the actual device with the locking connector. Let's see, it doesn't come off. All right, test 1 2, test 1 2. This is the Rode Wireless Pro test with the lavalier microphone. Please let me know what you think. Please let me know how it compares to the other one. I'm using gain assist recording 32-bit float, and this is what it is. So I'm using the lavalier connected to the Rode Wireless Pro. Please let me know what you think. So hopefully that sounded good. When I listen back to it, I can hear the difference. Hopefully you guys can hear the difference, as I haven't heard it back yet. And just for comparison, here's the Rode Wireless Go 2 that I have. I use it mainly for my phone. You can see it's pretty much the same thing minus the locking connector. And it doesn't have the battery indicator at the bottom. But other than that, it's pretty much the same thing. Same size. I'm gonna assume it's the same weight. They feel the same minus this magnetic block at the back. All right, so there you have it. The Rode Wireless Pro wireless microphone system by Rode. Thank you for joining me inside the isolation chamber. You've been watching Texelated Isolated with Technology. Please like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.